Hello, hello. Good morning. We're back. Oh, oh. I hear laptop audio. Don't want that. No echo today. How's everybody doing? How's your weekend? All two of you that are here right now. Technology. There it is. Okay, cool. We are ready to go. Good morning, Reckless. How you doing? Montana, you have anything to say? I want a stick. Oh, I know. Oh, no. Okay, can you push? Yes. Can I have a paw? Good boy. All right, go chew your stick. Get out of here. Hey, Obi, good morning. My weekend was pretty good. It was chill. Watched a lot of Last of Us, caught up on it, which was good. Ate a lot of really good food. Um, yeah, it was good. Hey. Um, Time to start the shenanigans. Oh yeah, it is. We ready for the shenanigans? Whew, I don't know if I'm ready. I feel like we're like right on the edge. I just got to piece together things. How was your all weekends? Weekends is? Everybody have a good chill time? Obi, sounds like you did. Hey, funny, welcome, welcome. Oh yeah, the German video. I need to go back and finish it. I watched like half of it. It's really good. It's fun. Thank you for sharing that. Oh, yeah, last night's episode was pretty good. So far, Last of Us overall, I've been like really happy with it. Ooh, that is a little hot still. Um, yeah, yeah, they've done a really good job with the show. I think we were like 4 behind on Saturday or 3 behind, and we just like binge watched them. So good, just so good. I yeah, I don't want to say spoilers, but oh man, is a human, let alone a streamer. Yeah, that's fair. Funny. Went on a comic book splurge this weekend. Nice. So I think I kind of got a game plan for today. Um, the last little snippets of what we need to take care of in this Outer Wilds before we jump into the DLC, which I plan on getting to. But gotta figure out the moon, which I got some ideas, some various concepts to get to the North Pole, which is where I realized I need to go. Uh, Also gonna get on that sun station. I think I know how to do that. And then I kind of jumped through some of my old streams, and I think I know how to get back to the Ash Twins project. So I think today hopefully will be a good, if everything goes according to plan, which it rarely does. It'll be a good productive, informational stream. Buy-in Marvel Snap introduced me to a lot of variants. Nice. Hey Grybo, welcome. Good morning. Comic Con is coming up, so I'm looking at. Nice. Get that game plan for Comic Con, Reckless. I like it. Each version of the moon is different, so just got to find the one that doesn't have a block path to the North Pole. Okay, yeah, I had a different idea, but that makes sense. So let's pop this in a full screen and let's just jump into it here and get out into space. Yeah, I was thinking I was gonna try and see if there's a way to lock the North Pole by taking a picture, but I don't believe that actually works because I think I had pictures last time and it didn't stay. It kept dropping me on the South Pole. So on a pilgrimage during the shrine on the quantum moon must be on the North Pole. Yeah, that's the thing I discovered. We're gonna go try to get to that sun station first because I think that's like I got to get there before too much sand goes away is my theory. on the twins. So we got to find the twins. Where are the twins at? Where's the sun at? Oh, there he is. We doing Quantum Moon today? We are going to do Quantum Moon. We're going to do a lot of things, hopefully. If all goes according to plan. Our wilds have things that just click. Yeah, totally. How long are you going to stream today? Probably till like an hour and a half, 2 hours. Till about 10:30 my time. 10:30. I think we already missed our window. I think we loitered for too long. Yeah. See, this is what happens in between streams. I like do all the chatting and then I don't start the next stream cycle. Yeah. So my theory is that when the sand's high enough, maybe I can like get around these guys. That's my theory. Or maybe I can just float it. We're good. We got this. We're good. Oh, we're going it. We're doing it. Okay, we're not doing it. It's fine. It's no big deal. Just patch her up. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. Just fix that. Everything's okay, guys. Everything is just awesome. Oh, we made it anyway. Screw the sand. Who needs sand? Not me. That was a bad place to park my ship. Bye, ship. Good luck. Fare thee well. Nah, we made mistakes already. It's bound to happen. Does this thing pop up? No? Alright. Sun station? I'm hoping, I mean my guess, it's a bit of a guess, but my guess is that this goes to the sun station, because it's the only warp tower I think I haven't taken, so. Here we go. Did we make it? Oh. Did I just miss? Wait. No, catch up. Did we do it? Did we make it? Okay, well, this is relatively... Probably won't beat it today then, but you'll likely make a lot of progress. Okay, well, that's good to know. I was kind of... wasn't sure if I'd be able to beat it today. Was hopeful. What do we got here? Wow, long time ago. No user commands received for 10 minutes. All systems entering sleep. 10 minutes, 54 seconds ago. Increased solar activity detected. Sun station hull integrity approaching critical levels. Closing emergency doors. Okay, so that's probably when the time cycle started. What's this say? Opens emergency door. Let's go. Oh. This seems like a bad idea. Okay, we are floating away somewhere. I don't know how I feel about this. Alright, well that's terrifying. Gosh, it's moving so fast. Ugh. Let's go. People struggle to not backseat, and it's because they either know or it clicks and the streamer then does the opposite. I blame you all. I was trying to read chat and I died. Did I just fry myself? Well done, please. Thank you. Oh, man. Yeah. Opens emergency door. Rip. Add it to the counter. The sun grew too big. All right, we got to get there sooner. This is what I'm hearing. And consumes the station. That's why it's not there later, right? That makes sense. All right, let's go. We're at 57. We're going to hit 60 today. Put some sunscreen on. All right, that's all right. You know, for science. Who's that thing way out there? Oh, dark bramble? Or the white hole or something? Oh, we're passing. Hold the phone. Okay. Let's find that tower poking out somewhere. I think that's it. Should probably pay attention to which side of this planet's on next time. Or just wait till the sand starts falling. It's not it, is it? No. There we go. Now the sand's gone. Alright. Looking for our little tower. Ideally not flying into the sun backwards. It's the hope. Living the dream here. Basic things. Any idea what game you're gonna stream after the DLC? I keep debating. I'm thinking about, because I haven't really had time to play Hogwarts much, so I was thinking about Hogwarts. I also was thinking about doing the second Plague Tale, because I played the first one like a year ago, and I've been really excited about playing the second one. Which is not really an Outer Wilds or Subnautica kind of game, but no, I haven't really figured out what I'm going to play next. I feel like there's a couple other options. I need to find something to hold me over till Tears of the Kingdom comes out. That's my plan, because I definitely want to play that. Hogwarts is pretty good once you get into it. Yeah, my wife has played like a ton of it now, and she really likes it. She keeps asking me about stuff. She's like, how do I do this or that? And I'm like, you've played way more than me at this point. I have no idea. I played like an hour. I made a character pretty much. And then I got put in Hufflepuff, because apparently I'm a Hufflepuff. Learned to accept this about myself. Ouch. See, I think it's this side. I'm just gonna guess here. I think this side is the side with the door. You'll enjoy Hogwarts. Squad Dog just finished it last night. Oh wow, he already finished it. Biggest complaint about it is just that the game keeps throwing new mechanics at you constantly. Yeah, that's fair. That's what from the bit I've watched. I've like some stuff has definitely been spoiled watching my wife play. But it seems like they're like, I don't know how far she is. She's in winter right now, so I don't know. I hope I'm on the right side. Yeah, that's the right side, because that's the side with the door. Oh no, the sand's coming. Stay away, sand. Please don't take my ship. Be a gentle lover, I beg of you. Gotta do another playthrough of Breath of the Wild. Do 100% playthrough before Tears of the Kingdom. Oof, it's a lot. I think the Korok seeds, I believe I did all the temples, but the Korok seeds, oh, it just lets me walk right through that. Clank my head. Ah, dang it. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. It's fine, I said. Alright. Sick. Alright, black hole, take me away. Take me away. If you're looking for a similar-ish game to play, I would recommend Return of the Obra I've heard a lot of really good things about that game. I don't know. I think it's probably a really good game. I've just never really been that interested in it, but if you recommend it, I might check it out. I also am like not really... I'm down to switch it up and do something a little more story-driven, too. Oh, here we go. Some time. Send it. I don't know why it's so much fun going through those portals, but I really enjoy it. 6 minutes. Alright, so maybe we have like 4 or 5 minutes till everything goes bye-bye. Oh. I really don't like this. I don't like it. I don't like it. Ouch. It's just a head wound. It's fine. Alright, let's read stuff before we disintegrate. Mission science compels us to explore the sun. Can't we change this? I don't enjoy working in view of such a morbid mission statement. True, but it's accurate. We're going to create a supernova for the purpose of scientific progress. That's our mission. Oh. Our mission is to decide if such an irresponsible feat is even possible. Here's a better one. Mission: determine if it's possible to prompt the sun to explode. You lack a sense of humor. At least I don't lack a sense of ethics. Kindly refrain from going supernova on me before the sun does. Wow. Wait. So they caused the sun to supernova. Great. Good work, y'all. Goat statue. Anything else good up here? Can't believe we finally made it to the sun station. Crabpot was telling me that he, like, actually manually did it. So apparently that is possible. Which just seems crazy from my random attempts. But I guess it's a thing. What is this? The eye and the sun? Oh, are they connected in some way? Who's that big boy? God? There's the Ash Twins. It's terrifying. Just terrifying. Let's see what this has got to say. What happened to the sun station not fire? It fired, Yarrow, but it failed. The sun barely responded. There were infinitesimally small surface level changes, but they were barely visible even to the third eye. The sun station is useless. It will never and could never cause the sun to explode. I don't know what comes next, my friend. I suppose we start over, but I'm unsure how to start over. I hurt for you. We all know how hard you've been worked. I can only offer my compassion. How are you? How is Adai? We're well, Yarrow, or as well as can be expected given the circumstances, though disappointed. May have disagreed with exploding the sun, but I never wished the device would fail. I'd hoped our terrible work was finished. Return to Ash Twin first. Perhaps a change of task would help. Spire noticed a comet approaching the solar system that we'd like to investigate. Huh. Star has reached end of natural life cycle. Now approaching red giant stage. Warning, evacuate sun station. Yeah. Approximate time until sun station is destroyed by expanding star 2 minutes. Approximate time until sun's death 13 minutes. Okay, so they might be the ones who are killing us all. is what I'm hearing. Am I hearing that right? Is there anything else to see here? Jeez. Can we even survive back? Nope, nope, nope. Okay. Okay. Alright. Sorry. We got to the sun station. You did the spacewalk right away. Most people hesitate, which causes them to fall into the sun. Revolves around progress through lore. Yeah, that sun walk. That's a scary move. Is there anything else to see before I leave? I mean, I'm guessing if I try to, like, free fly around here, I'm just going to get pulled. No! Immediately into the sun. I don't know if there's something up top I gotta find. Let's take me back still. Yeah, okay. Okay, and we're here. Can you send me back, though? You kind of did. Just float into the door. I think the toughest thing for people to get past in Oberdim is the visuals. It's very stylistic. Yeah, I think honestly that's the thing that, like, I've looked at that's... I'm fine with various different styles of graphics, but it's just not a style that really, like, interests me at first, but I've heard great things about it, so maybe I just need to get over myself. Tie-dye shirt arrives today. Sweet. Nice. That's awesome, Reckless. Explore the sun. Explode. Yeah. I guess it's true if we're under the... I mean, yeah, if we're under the assumption that they did die a long time ago, I kind of start getting a little suspicious that they actually didn't. But, I mean, obviously a lot of them did. My trap... cool. Cool. Apparently that warp there and back again was my last chance to get free. It's kind of obvious when you think about it. It's not obvious to everyone. You shouldn't be explaining things unless he asks. Rip. Yep, that's my death. Add it to the counter. We're definitely going to hit 60. 58. Yeah. Okay. Let's check our log. Let's see. I think the thing I'm not sure about is, like, I've got all this information now. Do I... And, again, like, you know, nobody spoil anything, but... Is there going to be some test at the end? Or some sort of, like, thing I'm going to have to piece it all together? Or is it pretty... I don't know if it's, like, pretty obvious of, like, oh... It just naturally ends once you have all the information. So, I guess we'll find out. Ash Twins, 6th location. Let's, should we go check out the Quantum Moon again? This is all getting filled in very nicely. There's also still the question of, like, is my goal here to stop this whole cycle? Or is it just to discover, like, what happened? Or to find the eye? Giant's Deep. There he is. The little devil. I think, yeah, I don't know what the end game here is. Like, what? What I'm supposed to achieve when this is all said and done. Banjo-Kazooie pre-final Both quiz. Yeah, right, exactly. It's like... Maybe not quiz, but, you know, gotta, like, piece all the information together. Solve a puzzle. Alright. Let's get to that North Pole. We are very much at the South Pole. Here's our tower. I think this is a planet that I cannot get there from. Oh, look, there's the tower again. No, 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 don't go so high. Easy, easy, easy. Okay, that's fine. No big deal. Bumping into stuff. Let's go heal up. Alright. So not this location. Tower. There you are. Hey Jake, how you doing today? How's space going? You know, I've just been roasted by the sun twice now, so there's that. Like my brain. Wow. Yeah. Alright, so we checked out the twins. We're right now we're trying to get to Hearthstone. Trying to see which place the quantum moon jumps to that lets me get to the North Pole of the moon, because that's where I gotta go. And I do not think this is going to be one of those areas. In fact, this is a very small area. This might take a minute. Am I going to have to go to a different planet, to a different tower, to a different spot on another planet to get there? Because I don't know how I feel about that. It's going to be a lot of tower usage. Okay. It's all blocked off too. Oh? Nope. Can't get through that way. Eating marshmallows heal you slightly, so eating a dozen or two will fix it up. Wait. Yeah, in-game. Wait, are you sure? I mean, in real life, I think that might work. Wait, in-game, really? I had no idea eating marshmallows healed you. That's amazing. That's why there's all those campsites, probably. Magic. It's like I'm playing Hogwarts already. Alright, where's my tower? There it is. Alright. If you'd like a path recommendation, just let us know. Fair enough. Give me a minute to... I think Giant Steep is the one that you can kind of get around to the most locations because it's just open, which is great. But it's got that cyclone at the North Pole. No, 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 no. I'm getting too high. Too high. Easy, buddy. Back down to Earth. Or the moon. Okay, that just pushes me away. Oh. This is really close. I'm gonna try this. I mean, it's close-ish to the North Pole, right? Maybe this is the one? I doubt it's the one for the 6th location, but maybe it's close enough. Yeah, close enough. Maybe it's close enough that I can find... Hey, close the door. I'm changing in here. Alright, let's check Bramble. Wait, stay. Excuse me. Like Skyrim, eat a whole wheel of cheese, a goat leg, 6 apples, an entire bottle of wine, and 2. You're good? Yeah, right? Just like, aside from the fact that you're probably the least healthiest person in all of Skyrim, you know, at least it heals you. Your health bar, at least. Saying at least a lot. I should stop. Sorry. Apologize. Alright. Not seeing a lot of ways through. Let's bring the tower back. Maybe? Come on, tower. Where you at? There you are. Thank you. Try another one. Oh. This looks like it's pretty dang North Pole, right? Unless this is South. Did I get my poles mixed up? And all the chaos? Here we go. Is this it? Did we do it? Small detail, because you know, classic game logic. Eating mellow means healing. Yeah. It's kind of true in real life. If you keep yourself full, you'll recover from injuries slightly faster, like 1 or 2% faster. Yeah, you get the nutrients for your body to repair. Alright, is this the moment we've all been waiting for? Shit. This is it. I think. Oh my gosh, we're at the 6th location. We have arrived. I love the floor. It's like Starry Night painting. Oh man. It's a whole new world. Okay. I'm just gonna... Nope. Okay, that got shot down real quick. Just want to see what's out there. Unable to pinpoint. What the... Do I go into it? I'm scared. Do I want this? It's a smoky butthole. And that's singing. That dude is alive. I knew it. Friend? Oh my gosh. Solanum. Isn't that one of the ones that died? I don't know. All their names are so confusing. This is legit. Who are you? Wait, that's all you have to say? Wait, what? What's happening? What does this mean? Pick up identify stone. Oh. Wait, is this just how they communicate? Excuse me. Explain stone. Oh. These are the 2 tenets of Know My philosophy: to seek out and to understand is our way of living. What you got there? Is that an iPad? Oh my gosh. Oh, okay, that was his response to those. Okay, so we gotta communicate through little stones. This is you. Explain you. Oh my gosh, this is so sick. Now, do you remember how you got here? Yeah. Get into a sword fight, then eat it. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Jake. Life for quantum objects do not follow the laws of physics. Oh. Okay, yeah. I'm on my first pilgrimage to the... All know my and my clan make this journey when we come of age. Even though the eye cannot be reached from here, the quantum moon remains special to us as it carries us nearer to the eye than any other place we know. I've journeyed here to be close to the eye. While the eye is obscured from our sight, we can see the quantum moon's reflection of the eye in the sky above us. Through the butthole? Okay. What is me? I imagine your purpose here is the same as mine, to learn about and to find the eye of the universe. I'm unsure how you arrived here, however, perhaps you came from another star system as my clan originally did? Moon? What is moon? Have you encountered a quantum shard on another planet? The shards look the same as a quantum moon surface does now, while at the eye. From this, we can reasonably infer the quantum moon's natural state is as we see it now, and that the eye is its primary location. Oh, interesting. Okay. Given the quantum moon is the eye's moon, it's likely that any characteristics the moon exhibits are also exhibited by the eye itself. The quantum moon and its shards, for instance, are quantum, thus the eye is likely also quantum. Oh, that's why they had a hard time finding it. In fact, this moon is probably quantum because its proximity to the eye made it quantum. The same way the areas surrounding quantum shards that landed on other planets eventually became quantum too. What is I? There is fundamental uncertainty throughout the universe. Normally, this uncertainty is only observable on a very small scale as one approaches the eye. However, that uncertainty grows enormously. The quantum moon probably exhibits macroscopic quantum behavior because of its proximity to the eye. Shards that broke off from the quantum moon have a similar effect, as I imagine you've seen elsewhere in this star system. Conscious observation forces a quantum object to collapse to a single possibility, but what would happen if a conscious observer somehow entered the eye itself? Oh. Over time, this has been my clan's greatest question. Interesting. Alright, well, we explained everything. Can we identify everything? I probably should have done identify first, huh? We are orbiting the eye of the universe now, although we cannot see it, only the quantum moon's reflection of it. The eye is older than the universe itself, and my clan believes it dwells in an extremely distant orbit around this star system. Copy. Oh, that's... There we go. This is so cool, though. I'm so happy that I got to meet one while he was alive. Or she. This is a quantum moon where we both are standing. Okay, yeah, I got that. Despite also orbiting other celestial bodies, the quantum moon is the eye of the universe's moon. Cool, cool. Probably should have done explain first. That's fine. Explain me. Or identify, not explain. Whatever. Yeah, a lot of this is like no-brainer information. Never met one of your kind before. It's an honor to speak with you. I particularly admire your 4 eyes. Well, thank you. There are many questions I would ask if I could comprehend your language. You have my gratitude for understanding mine. Oh, interesting. I'm Solanum. And no, my clan arrived in the star system before my birth, and we now call it home. Okay. Thank you for your time. Was that all? You just hanging out here, huh? Are we still... on a 22-minute loop, I'm guessing I still die. Even if I'm here, right? It's like the safety place. Alright, well. For science for the Tanner points. It's a take a risk. It's a you get a call me trying something in this game. So it's like try to land on the sun station, or hey, why don't you jump into that well? I'm looking at you, Reckless. Yeah. It's, a way for you to make me kill myself in game. This game doesn't have true rails the planets are on, so if you mod the game and remove gravity, only one way to find out. For science. Wait. Funny, are you thinking what I'm thinking? Oh, going to the dark bramble. You mean the dark butthole? Because that's what I was tempted. Gotcha. I got the points. Didn't want to do anything bad to you. Hey, we're all here for it. Live and learn. Oh. It just... What? Just yeeted me out of there. Funny, is that what you wanted me to do? Is this real life? You went to the butthole and got pooped out. I did. I'm so special. I got called out every time. Okay. Was there more to do there? Did I miss something? It's nice that now we know how to get there. Oh, wait. Both? Yes, both. Why does it say... Am I like in a alternate reality right now? I should be able to pinpoint because I'm on... Oh, great. Bring my tower back. There we go, thank you. Do you want me to answer it? Oh, that's what you're asking. I feel like there's probably more to do there. So we're gonna go back. So I guess you don't need to answer it. I'm not entirely sure what the more to do there is gonna be. We're gonna go scope it out. I wish I could get to my ship so that I could like... Okay, there should be a tower that shows up close to the North Pole here, right? There it is. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna go back, so don't tell me. Not just yet. Which one was it? Brittle Hollow? I think. There we go. No. No, it wasn't. Unless I went to the wrong one. Ugh. Come on, tower. There we go. Need to be an adult today and run some errands, but I really don't want it. Oh, yeah, I hear that. Groceries and whatnot? Or is it more exciting than that? Oh, here we go. Alright, going back to the moon. That's so cool. Now that I got here, I just, like, don't want to leave. I'm gonna hang on to this. Groceries, haircut, a bunch of other crap. And say, I'll do it tomorrow. Yeah, right. That's the real adult decision. Putting things off for tomorrow, what you can do today. Okay, we're back. Tower's gone. Tower's back. It kind of just sucks you up the second you get, like, even remotely close. I wish it gave me, you know, a little bit of an opportunity to do something else. Darn it. Hi again, friend. What happens if I put, like, 2 of these down? Not have much connection, you and I. Still, this encounter feels special. I hope you don't mind if I think of you as a friend. Of course not. Don't like that the time's about to end. Alright, when I discovered I could mix and match these. Alright, out with the information, buddy. Come on. Suppose you could reach the eye of the universe. Would you try to enter it? What do you imagine the effects of a conscious observer might be? Is this your first time on the Quantum Moon? It's my first time here. If you've come here looking for answers, I hope you find them. Right. Don't you end yet. Let's do. No. Like many of my clan before me, I journeyed here to the Quantum Moon. This is the closest of us have come to seeing the eye itself. You may think I'm strange, but I have a hypothesis that I may be entirely alive. I may not be. Perhaps my journey has reached its end. Oh. That's sad. Alright, last one. Many of my clan believe that I called us for a particular purpose. When I was a child, I used to believe that I was... then vanish completely, but don't fear the eye anymore. I'm in fact fallen. I fear this may be beyond my reach. You may think I'm strange, but I have no... Sounds like a problem for future Grybo. Did anyone catch the last sentence? Somebody get a still. Clip it so I can read it. So I think that was the last tile. Alright. Do we go back to the moon for that? Should be in the ship log. Okay, that's true, that's true. That was okay, now I'm actually asking, that was the last of it, right? Or should I go back there again? I don't want to waste time, but I also don't want to, like, miss anything. So, not the exact sentence, but the info gathered from that, comparison. Let's see what the log says. 6th location. Got it. At living Nomai, South Pole, the Quantum Moon is the eye of the universe moon. At this location, the Quantum Moon becomes a reflection of the eye itself. The eye is likely the source of all macroscopic quantum phenomena in the solar system. English is hard. Solanum wonders what would happen if a conscious observer were to enter the eye. Solanum has a hypothesis that she may not be entirely alive. I mean, I'm not seeing any more, like, there's more information here, so I think that was it. No, there's more. Wait, you did all the combos? If you did all the combos, then there's nothing else. I think that was the last combo. I didn't quite finish reading it, but I believe it was the last combo. Should I go back to the moon or should I go to the Ash Twins project? I mean, maybe I'm going to have to do both again before the end. I don't know why I didn't think of mixing and matching them like that before. I think you're good with the moon. I think that last comment was just their grocery list. Oh. Fair enough. Yeah, they probably had to run some errands too. Alright, let's see if I can remember how to get back to the Ash Twins project. We need some sand to go away, I think, first, don't we? If I could get to the moon and just like go back and reread that and safely get out of the moon again, I'd do it. But the problem is it's very hard to safely get back to your ship from the moon, because your ship just kind of just floats away in space. It's like pieces out. So bye. Never to be seen again. Alright, hopefully it doesn't get swept up in sand here. Treat the doggo. Oh, where is the doggo? Specifically, my grocery list, Solanum is going to go shopping for me, so I only need to do the haircut. Perfect. Well, that works out. Congratulations. I don't know where the doggo is. Montana. Montana. Here it comes. Dun, 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 dun. Can you go to your spot? Jake wants to give you a treat. That's it. Can I have a pop? Yes, good boy. Good boy, what you doing? You sleeping on the bed? You don't want to hang out with me? Am I too boring? For some reason, the bed is less boring. Nobody's there bugging you. Talking to people that aren't in the room. He probably thinks I'm a little crazy. He wouldn't be wrong. Oh, he's nesting on the beanbag. Alright, we got him. He's back in the room. Montana's in the house. Thinking of ways to do a No My cosplay and make a functioning staff. Ooh, that'd be really cool. But I think I'd rather do a Ryback costume and go around playing the banjo. That also would be cool. Both of these are great ideas. I support this wholeheartedly. Just looking for my little towers. Oh, there's the moon. I suppose if I could get on the moon without my ship, leave my ship here, and then warp the moon back to here, get off of it, I could get my ship again. Sounds very complicated though. Okay, but like, where are the towers? Am I doing this wrong? Am I crazy? There's one. Okay. It's the one to the sun station. Not the one we want. think it's the one with the... Ooh, don't get sucked up. The one with the double towers side by side. One of them, I believe, goes to the Ash Twins project. I don't remember which side it is. Yeah, one of these. Might still be covered in sand. Just a little bit. Yeah, I mean, it feels like we're really close to the end. We've almost got all the information we need. I don't know what to do with the information, but we almost got it. I like, because I went back through my playthroughs, and I think I got to the Ash Twins project on my, like, 3rd or 4th session. And for some reason, I don't know why, I didn't, like, go back and keep exploring. I think I wanted to move to the next planet and keep going, and I, like, got there accidentally. But I probably would know a lot more if I'd gone back, because I feel like that's like the bucket of knowledge that I'm probably missing for this game. There we go. Come on, little door. Just gonna smash my head on the door frame. There we go. Some oxygen might be nice, I suppose. Okay, just poke me in the butt. Not a great feeling. I think this one maybe. No. The other side. There's a way to tell which one of these towers is going to work. Up, it would be down, wouldn't it? Oh, did we get it? Nope. Nope, definitely not. Not where we want to go. Alright. Let's try the other side. Oh boy. Gonna go get our ship. Just gonna top off here. We'll go back. Come on. Did I do something else that, like, triggered it? Do I just have to wait till it lines up magically somewhere below? Is that the secret here? Just sitting here waiting. Come on, take me. Maybe there's another way to get there and I just, like, found some random... I don't know. I mean, this is active. It goes somewhere. Sand's coming. Oh, wait. Oh, maybe this is... Okay. Hold on. Hold on. Nope, nope, nope. Nope. I don't want it. Why? ¿Por qué? Great. Just great. Nothing's going according to plan. Okay, there we go. Magic elevator, no work. Yeah, right, Jake? I'm a little confused here. I'm gonna hurt myself. Coming in hot. Come on, magic elevator thing. Take me down. Maybe I should read that scroll again. Maybe it'll tell me. Tell me what's going on. Friends visiting. We are planning the Ash Twin project at the High Energy Lab on Ember Twins equator. I became lost on Ember Twin. My gratitude. But the High Energy Lab is the building with the large solar panels. I'm surprised I didn't see it. Wait. High Energy Lab. Building with the large solar panels, but that's not how you get there. Oh, great. Let's head in there. Gonna work? No. Okay. Head away! Nope, nope, I went too far. Oh, come on. Come on, come on. Ugh. How do I get back? Yeah. Plan of attack here. Talk it out. I mean, my plan of attack here was that one of these was going to take me down to the Ash Twins project, but it doesn't seem like it's working. I don't know what it needs to line up with. So I'm kind of just hoping that at one of these points, it's just going to take me away. Unless it's a matter of the sand needs to stop and I need to be in the middle of this one. Maybe that's it. Maybe the sand is at the center of when that... Because if it's at the core... It's at the core of this planet, or this specific twin, right? Is what I thought. If it's at the center of this core, maybe the sand needs to be lined up, or the sand is what's lined up with the right trajectory, but I can't do it because the sand pulls me away. So maybe it's one of those things that like has to be at the very end of the time cycle, once the sand's done. Because I think I got there pretty late game when I did accidentally get there before. So your understanding of the warp pads. The warp pads, the black hole needs to line up with the... Oh, it's the core. It needs to line up with the core of the planet, not necessarily the actual white hole of the other planet, right? think that's what it is. I think it's the center of the planet. I think I read that somewhere. Maybe we try this one. And we'll just see. Because if the Ash Twins project is actually on the other twin, that would actually make sense. Why it's not working, because I need to be at the core fit. Right, that takes me here. Okay, yeah, because we did that. I don't know, Grandma. I'm at a loss. I'm about to run out of air. It was so simple when I got there before. So accidental and simple. I don't know how to repeat it. Unless it's a different tower, but I'm pretty sure it was these two. Let's maybe go around. Let's double check this there. Don't go too far. Here comes the sand. It's fine. Get away from that. I appreciate it, Jake. Can't help you. I have no idea. If you want to nudge, let me know. I won't give you the answer. I'll only ask things to get you thinking. Yeah, I'm fine with a nudge. Or riddles. Cool with riddles. Riddles can be fun. That's the way my cousin got me through Elden Ring. Give me little riddles. Where things were. But yeah, nudges work. It's also how you got the speed boosters in Subnautica. That is true. Yeah, Reckless knows my riddle game. I'm not going to make it in there. Let's just jump off the edge. Come on, no, make it. Okay, so you mentioned that you think warp pads, that they need to line up with the core of the planet. How can Ash Twins line up with the core of itself? Ooh, right. I mean, you're not wrong. It's also technically not even the core, right? It's also the... I mean, the greatest gravitational pull would be potentially the... Ooh, I don't know. Also recommend consulting the ship log for any additional details. Yeah, the ship log will probably help me out. My ship moved on me. Wait a second. That sun's getting awfully close. Sun, moon, it's the same thing. Let me go check the logs. If I can find my ship, wherever he went. Let's do hollowed out chamber inside the ash twin. The energy cables from the surface are plugged into a protective casing at the center of the planet. 8 monoliths. Yeah, 3 of the masks contain data. Giant steep and timber hearth. There is an advanced warp core inside the protective casing at the center of the planet. Removing the core will disable the ash twin project. Statue workshop. Testing center. Designs for each of the towers on ash twins. Each tower warps to a different. I've just been, you know, by dumb luck trying to figure out how to hop around. Many Nomai were quick to note that the sun is not actually a planet. Each tower was designed to visually reflect its warp destination. The towers allowed the Nomai to quickly travel between Ash Twin and all these locations crucial to the Ash Twin project. Right, then we got the High Energy Lab. Successfully reproduced the temporal anomaly first observed at the White Hole Station. The Nomai discovered they could increase the negative time interval between arrival and departure by adding energy to the warp cores. The Nomai wanted to know if a 22-minute negative time interval was possible. They concluded it would require new technology to produce the necessary energy as well as an advanced warp core to handle those energies. Ash Twin was proposed as a location for the project. Is there something I gotta do on... Oh. We good out there? Something I gotta do on the other planet? Oh boy. The sun's trying to take me away. This might have been a terrible idea. Pretty cool view though. No. Okay, well, we didn't figure it out. Is it a timing thing though? I think that's the thing I'm not sure about. Like, if I can get back up there and test my theory. Before the sun kills all of us. I don't think it's a timing thing. Okay. I'll give you more if you want. Yeah, give me a little more. You're on Ash Twin. Okay, right. The sandy one's the Ash Twin. The other one is Ember Twin. Right. I just call them both the Ash Twins. I realize that's completely wrong, but that's just what I've been calling them for a long time now. So if you're understanding the warp pads, by a cruel world. Trying to remember what I did before to get... There's a note at some point that you found that talks about the imperfections of the alignment with the cores of the planets. Right. To which one of the Nomai replied that it doesn't have to be perfectly aligned with the core. There's a 5-degree margin of error. Right. But wouldn't that mean that that portal should take me Shouldn't it teleport me easier then? I mean, not easier, but I think I'm confused at why standing on it didn't at some point line up with the core, unless there's some way to move the core that I did last time and I wasn't paying attention to. Several large form a ring. The White Hole Station was used as a model for these towers, which were built for the Ash Twin project. Chamber inside the Ash Twin. Plug into a protective casing at the center of the planet. Okay. Window to enter the warp pad before it disables. Well, think about what your obstacle is. What prevents you from warping? The sand at this point, right? If that's the point that it's lined up, it would be the sand that's prevented me from warping. Oh, thanks, Obi. Yeah, we're gonna hit 60 for sure. Am I on the right track here, Grybo? I feel like a child. I feel like I should be able to put this together. And I'm just, for some reason, like, so if the sand pulls you up before the pad activates and you have a 10-degree window. Then I would have to wait for the sand to go away, right? I mean, that's the conclusion I can come to, but I feel like that's not entirely it. But I mean, the 10-degree window, it must fill that whole entire, the sand must fill all of that because I can't get, it's not activating when I come back down after the sand passes. So unless there's a way to, oh, hold on. Yeah, okay. Wait, I have an idea. This might be a bad idea, but I have an idea. No, it probably won't work because it's filled with sand, right? I was going to say maybe I can warp there before the sand starts falling. But I don't think it's going to work. Because these also have a window of activation time, right? No, this is the hardest puzzle for most people. You're fine. How about this? Do you have any tools at your disposal that you can test the warp pad with? I mean, yeah, I guess I have my my scout. The sand's already fallen. Excuse me. But the scout's gonna get sucked away with the sand. The sand's kind of my problem right now. And as far as I know, there's no way to stop it. Gonna figure this out. Will it? Oh, maybe it doesn't. Where's our sandy boy? Oh, sandy boy. So our little comet. Probably going the opposite direction of the sand. There it is. There's our sandy boy. It's fine. It's fine. Nobody needs a ship. hold on. Before we do this, let's go look at our logs a little bit more. Yeah, okay. High energy lab. And designs for the, yeah. So right, that makes sense. Okay. The planet-wise, the twins, they're the two towers, of course. The tracker, Sunless City, gravity cannon, Chert, good old Chert. Okay. I wish you could carry around a little PDA that had all that info with you. Check it all the time. Easy there, Tiger. Whoa, 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 whoa. Slow down. And we are caught in the orbit. Found our twins. Okay, yeah, we'll try the scout, I guess, once it's cleared up. I guess that'll at least test the theory that I need to be on the pad when the sand is over me. Because I'm still not like 100% on that, so it'd be good to figure that out, if nothing else. Just a broken pad. Which, if that's true, though, I'm guessing that then it's a matter of window of time thing where I have to be right at the end of the cycle after the sand stops, because I can't come here before the sand because it's filled with sand. Which is a little annoying that sand just fills everything. Like, I don't think physically that should be filled with sand down there. There's a door, but the sand isn't gonna fill. It's not water, it's sand. Just speculating. No damage equals perfect landing. Yeah. That would be nice. Alright. You know, you might be right. I thought I was really close to the end, but yeah, I don't know if we're not going to get through it today. I'd imagine in lower gravity, sand would act more like fluid. That is an interesting point. Okay. Yeah, that's fair. Where's our sandy boy at? Just gonna get out there and hide over here. Oh. Oh, it's Scout. What are you doing? It's gonna make its way to the core, with or without me. Alright, let's get over here. Hide! Alright, testing it. Yep. Nope. Yeah, so that's what it is. It's the sand. I can just kill the power somehow. Not out loud. That would have been funny to see if it would clip through the whole planet. So it is lined up when the sand passes. Wait. Also, what is this gold line that showed up? So there's our little scout. Just spinning in circles in there. Try it again and actually observe what happens to the scout. Oh, it starts lifting and then it... do I just need to wait it out? And I just keep running away. It definitely started lifting up before it got warped. Or do I need to... I should be safe here, right? Because, yeah, it kind of starts getting picked up, and then it warps out of there. Try this again. Is there sand coming? Nope, don't fly away. Here it comes. How exciting. Yeah, I didn't think it was that difficult to get there again. I must have just like completely lucked out when I got there the first time. Yeah, most likely. Better lucky than good. Yeah. So it does get picked up. Do I just need to like maybe wait till it's right at the middle and then hop out there? Might try. Might be a bad idea. There we go. There we go. Thank you, Grybo. We're back. Took me long enough. The sand just scared me away too much. Okay. Ash Twins project. Receive data from previous cycles. Probe tracking module, Giant's Deep Memory Statue, Timber Hearth. Receiving data from... Right. 12 minutes until end of cycle transmission. Okay, so we got a little more time this time, which is good. Last time, I don't think I read any of the stuff on the wall. I was like here for like a minute and then the sun exploded. These creepy sounds. Wow. My little planet map thing is just spinning like crazy. We can get rid of the scout. We don't need that. Sick. Okay, what do we got? What's our information? Today we finished the excavation of the Ash Twin here. In this space we carved. We will craft our most ambitious project yet, the Ash Twin project, powerful enough to send information back in time. Okay. We've also finished relocating all subterranean plants we met while digging. Well, that's nice. We'll need to keep our eye on how significantly we've altered the environment here. How far we've come since our experiments at the high energy lab. I still can hardly believe Rami's hypothesis was true. Poke just sent the warp core for the final tower to us from the Black Hole Forge. Now Ash Twin can be connected with Giant's Deep, where Cassava is working with Avens to craft the orbital probe cannon, where Flonks is sculpting the memory statues. Hypothesis. It was not by accident the core of our warp tower was the last to be forged. Hypothesis, the cores would have been forged faster if Cassava had interrupted my work less frequently to ask for updates. The important point is we are all connected through Ash Twin now, and also that I'm no longer needed for mediating your disagreements. This music is sick. Our friends on Giant's Deep tested the orbital probe cannon today. Mallow tells me the cannon is doing well, and that Avens advocates for more launch power. If anyone can coax the maximum power from a device, Avens can. But then if anyone can goad a device into exploding, that too is likely Avens. Perhaps I should check in with the orbital probe cannon crew in the interest of safety. Would it help to remind Avens that Mallow will be one of the Nomai aboard the cannon, or is Mallow part of the problem? I am getting a phone call that I need to take. I'm so sorry. Hold on a sec. I will be right back, y'all. I'm sorry about that. Having a family thing going on, so I had to take that. Reckless. Wow. Okay. Let's go. What is that? 7. What happened to 5 or 10? I feel a little... It's fine. It's fine. Seven drinks. All right. Ooh. Hydrate up. Oh, good God. Yeah. Solid number. Seven's a good number. 7's like my favorite number, really. But yeah. We're at a decent 5 or 10. Okay, that's fair. You got to save them for, you know, the big stuff. Sorry about that, guys. Let's keep reading things. Oh. Excuse me. Excuse me. Or my attempt at reading things. I know my voice acting voice is so exciting. Blocks and Daz finished the memory statues today, and they are truly remarkable. I'm not going to do that. I'm sorry. When the Ash Twin project succeeds, or in the event it fails, the memory statues will activate, allowing us to gather more data before we shut down the project. Okay. Pi and Idea have worked hard on the Sun Station, and it at least last is complete. If everything goes as planned, this structure will prompt the sun's explosion, which will in turn supply the power the Ash Twin project requires. Oh, so they blew up the sun to get the power. What now? Which will in turn supply the power. Okay. I'm impressed by their mental fortitude. This was the project's most difficult task in more ways than one. We're nearly ready to activate the Ash Twin project. Here is what will happen. First, the Sun Station will receive the order to fire at the sun, prompting it to explode. Using the energy from the resulting supernova, the Ash Twin project will send the order for the orbital probe cannon to fire back in time by 22 minutes. Oh. Exactly 22 minutes after these orders are received, the Sun Station will again trigger the supernova to send the probe back data from this cannon launch back in time. In total, each cycle created by the Ash Twin project will last precisely 22 minutes. We can end this cycle at will. These words are difficult to write. The Sun Station did not work. However, this is the closest we have ever been. The Ash Twin project is theoretically sound. We were only unable to power it. Perhaps there is another way. Suppose we redesign the Sun Station to generate power of that magnitude. A supernova is still our only viable option. I believe we can still find a way to create a supernova. Don't lose hope. This is easier expressed than accomplished. You can wait for the sun to explode on its natural timeline if you prefer, but you'll need to find some way to halt our aging process. What? We are halting our research into creating a supernova for this moment. A comet has newly arrived in the solar system, and we're anxious to explore it. It's been a very long time since we last explored somewhere new, so we're excited to welcome this comet and imagine what knowledge might be gained there. Okay, so if I, in theory, remove the core, it'll stop the cycle, right? What do we got here? My gratitude for the latest shipment. This ore should be the last we'll need for the Ash Twin project. This is exciting news. Can I offer an extra set of eyes on this final check? I think this is stuff I've read before, right? If my work here is complete, I'd be delighted to help. Grateful if you would. The more eyes, the better, as the smallest flaw or opening in the shell that protects the Ash Twin project could lead to disaster. Once we finish the shell that seals off the central chamber, we'll check to ensure there are no longer any physical entrances. Remy and I will be checking the interior and then the exterior for cracks, our final safety check. Maybe... Okay. Riddle Hollow. I have good news. The advanced warp core is ready to be installed in the central chamber of Ash Twins. No, it isn't. Is everything well at the forge? Don't worry, love. Polka's only nervous. The core is extraordinary, and her design work is beautifully clever. The core's durability could still be improved. I need more time. Ignore her. The core is finished, and if my sister tells you otherwise, then she will be finished as well. I'm intrigued. Everyone working on the site. See, yeah, I think this is all like, because these share information with the other ones I found, right? Giant's Deep. Just checking. They're like a way to send messages on tiles between planets. I've installed the mass inside. Beautiful. Solanum being observed. It's comforting to know these statues will not pair until the project succeeds. Otherwise, I imagine the experience would be hard to endure. Oh, okay. Ideally, they'll only need to activate once the project succeeds. As a safety measure, however, the statues will also activate in the event of equipment failure. Okay. Right. If anything goes wrong with the Ash Twin, the statues and their mass will make us aware, enable us to fix it. Otherwise, it would be possible for us to remain permanently unaware of the problem. I hadn't thought of that. What a profoundly horrific fate that would be. Okay. Right. So I think some of these are just like a, hey, reminder. Artificial gravity control. Oh, we floating. Oh, we floating. We doing this? Wait, what's that thing say? Before I ruin everything. Or perhaps fix everything. You're about to access the core while the Ash Twin project is active. Removing the core will disable the Ash Twin. Is it trying to stop me? Oh wait, stay there. Hey. Hey, you. Oh my gosh. Okay. Do we take it? I'm scared. Doing it. What do I do now? Science can be fun. Happy to clarify stuff for you if you want. I'm pretty sure their writings are the lost bits of info you have left. I won. I got the core. Now we leave. I don't. What's going on in the real world out here? The sand stop? Sand's still going. It's this music. I think it's gonna end anyway. It's time. Time for what? I don't want it to be time. But I finally got the core. What do I do with it? Throw it into space? Ugh. Ouch. It's fine. What if I just died right here? Did I break the loop? Is that what's happening? I don't know, guys. I'm a little scared. It is inevitable. What's inevitable? What's going to become of me after this? Oh, there's my ship. Bye, ship. Ship's like, you crazy, son. I'm out of here. Time loop death is permanent. Wait, no, but I don't want death to be permanent. I gotta take it back. We gotta go back. You're kind of right, though. Without the loop, it's permanent. Is this the end? Okay, but what if we can get to... What if we can get to the vessel and put the warp core in and then just bug on out of here? How do we feel about that? Where's the butthole? Dark Bramble. Which one of these... Other note, which one of these takes me to Dark Bramble? I think the sun's gonna explode before I get there. I think that's Brittle Hollow, right? The way it looks. Which one's this? This is probably my home planet. We gotta wait. Ooh, boy. What a shot. Worth the shot, yeah. Next loop, wait a minute. Hold on. Okay, so that's... There's the twins. Oh, boy. Wish my ship didn't leave me. Guess I can go get it. We aligned? This music's pretty fun. It's like you did a thing. You don't know what the thing is yet. Soon you'll reap the consequences of your decisions. But congratulations, you still did a thing. It's my ship. It's not. Well, I can't, I guess. Yeah, let's get my ship. It's coming around the horn. I mean, but is there going to be another loop funny? Because... Oh, hey, Crabpot. Snuck in here. You know, Crabpot, it took me a minute to get back to the Ash Twins project. A long minute. Grabo will tell you. I struggled. I think it really was purely by accident that I ended up there in the first place. $100 for the win. Thank you, Jake. I appreciate that. I don't know if we won, though. I don't know what's going to happen. Still a little nervous. I took the core. Don't know where I took it, but I took it. Can't jump. Got no hops. Where's my ship? It would be on the opposite side. Damn you, ship. Sensed a disturbance in the time loop. He did. Showed up for it. It's like, something's wrong. There's a warp core that's been removed. Come on. Come on. Little hops. Let's go. Let's go. Yep. We're not going to make it. The regular song that plays when the sun will supernova is called End Times. Nice. Final voyage. I don't know, though. So was this my plan all along? Was basically to take the core, stop the cycle, and everyone dies? Alright. It's taking way too long. I feel like the sun's going to explode any second here. Come on. Come on. Let's go get the vessel. I'm going to take off it. I'm just going to go straight into that sun. Oh, it's happening. Go, go, go. Definitely not going to make it. Get away. I don't want it. You are dead. Add it to the counter. We did it. All right. Okay, but like, so like, the vessel still needs a core though. There's got to be something there, right? Am I crazy? Would the developers have put something in where you can like actually like restore the vessel? Probably not. It seems like a lot of work. But when I first found that broken core, I was like, maybe I gotta fix it. Now I just want to see the vessel actually work. Point of the game is to commit genocide via time loop. Yep. First death. Now you have to start all over. Wait, really? It's one of the endings. That was a fast ending. Yeah, wow. Um oh, I wish I could have gotten that core to the vessel. I really want to know what happens. But I mean technically all you need to do, I mean it's crazy cuz like I made it to the Ash Twins project. I could have removed the core like the third time I played the game. Like speed runs of this game have to be like 30 seconds or something because you just get there, you warp, right? Am I missing something? You take out the core and that's literally the game. I mean, if it winning ultimately kind of everyone losing, but winning, beating the game is so, I kind of love this, but I like kind of hate it because it's right there. It's right there the whole time. Ugh, so good. Certainly, maybe there's multiple endings. I think it's worth a shot getting the core to the vessel. Yeah, honestly, like, I kind of want to see. It's 10-12. Outer Wilds. Such a good game. Oh my gosh. I'm very happy with this game. Tends to some players if they become an obstacle to your reduced frights option is available. Oh, the DLC is a little scary. Thank you for supporting. New museum exhibit is now available in the village observatory. Oh. Load previous save. New what's? Does this just go back to my last time loop? Is that the thing? Laugh out loud. World record of the true ending is like 8 minutes from start prior to time loop start. Yeah. I feel like you could do it faster. I mean, I'm sure speedrunners have their ways, but I feel like you could do it in faster than 8 minutes, right? Oh, let's go check out the museum. Let's go. Sorry, I'm a museum guy. Let's go check this out. I want to see what was added. Like, do people know what's happened? Or is this like is there a museum in the menu, not in the village? Did I miss something? The original build of the game actually did reset your entire progress if you managed to die outside of the time loop. Interesting. So there's got to be potentially multiple endings, right? I wonder if there's like a quasi-happy ending? Like, is there a way to, I mean, I like don't want to know, but I kind of want to know. Like, is there a way to stop the sun from supernovaing? Because there's so much information out there. There's got to be a way to stop the sun, right? Because there's so much information that you're fed that at the end of the day, it definitely pertains to like the world and the lore and everything going on, but does it ultimately change the outcome? I guess my question is, did I actually beat the game? Because technically, the first time I played, I died and the credits rolled too. So, I mean, I could have just beat the game then, really. You still haven't actually beaten the base game. Okay. Okay, there we go. Gotcha. That's my question. No, thank you. Don't forget to follow. Okay. All right, Nightbot, get out of here. Love how much satisfaction you got just from removing the core. You know, I'm very stoked about it. I got the core out. Yeah, now that, like, as I'm talking through this, I'm realizing that, like, literally the first time I died, thanks, Reckless, was before, like, all this shenanigans, and it definitely, like, rolled the credits. So it would make sense that there's more to the game and that I actually haven't finished it. But that is an ending. I stopped the cycle. Mass genocide. I appreciate y'all just, you know, not making fun of me for thinking I beat the game. Like an amateur. What's the, what am I looking for exhibit-wise? Is that, there's these things, there's that. Okay. All right. This cycle's waning, so. Now I know what to do. Yeah. Credit roll you got was simply because you actually died for good. That wasn't, yeah. In my eyes, you beat the, thanks, LB. I appreciate you. Okay, well, let's, I don't think these people know what's going on. God bless them. They're all just a little cray-cray. Let's go back up on this ship. Gotta run and be an adult. All right, Grabo. Good luck with the shopping. I think, oh man, I want to keep going, but it is after 10. Ugh, I hate to do it. I might need to go get on work because I got a busy day today. Y'all gonna hate me if I bounce. Go make a living or something. I also, like, as far as a happy ending or stopping the sun from exploding, I think it's gonna, oh yeah, we got the rest of this stuff filled in, right? 8 monoliths, ash twins. The sun station did not work, although the ash twin project was theoretically sound. The Nomai were unable to power it. There is an advanced warp core inside the protective casing at the center of the planet. Removing the core will disable the ash twin project. Right. And kill us for good. Exhibit A. Shoot. Yeah, I think this might take a little more brain power to figure it out. Don't beat the game without me. Yeah, honestly, I think this is gonna be like a whole nother session to like piece together, but that was really fun. I totally thought I finished. I totally did not. But I do need to go get ready for work. I want to try some more things now that I know. And now that I know I can just go there like from the get-go and like grab the core, I feel like there's a lot of options to play with there. And yeah, maybe there are multiple endings. I don't know. Clearly that wasn't the end, despite me hoping I just killed everyone and stopped the cycle. It was an amazing progress for an ending. Yeah, it really is. And I love doing that, like building up and not breaking up play sessions, but I think I really have to, because I think this is going to take some more work. So about to just take a nap. Oh yeah, night shift, Jake. That's rough. You should definitely take a nap. Do a mini stream after work. Do a mini stream and win. We'll see. Yeah, got some stuff going on family wise that I don't know if I'll have much time the next week or two to do random streams. That being said, Wednesday, hopefully I should be streaming, but my schedule might get a little rocky after that week, depending on how things go. I have a family member that's in the hospital, so trying to, sort through all that fun stuff. So, not fun at all. But anyway, yeah, this is so much fun. I'm like, definitely got a little too excited that I beat the game. I'm sorry. I apologize. Family schmamly. Yeah, exactly. Video games are life, man. But yeah, I'll be back Wednesday. Probably won't stream later on. Sorry, funny. But I'll be back Wednesday, 8 to 10, God willing. And hopefully piece it all together. And maybe save everyone. Maybe just get in a vessel and fly on out of there, get away. Peace out, leave my people. Maybe we can all fit on there. Maybe I can come back to the planet, our whatever hearth, timber hearth, that planet, can pick up everyone, and then we'll just bounce to another solar system that's about to explode because they're all exploding. So I wonder if the Nomai are actually just going around blowing up stars. Is that? But I guess they lost connection with the other Nomai, so maybe they're all just universally trying to blow up stars without knowing that everyone else is. I don't know. No need to apologize. Do what you can. Yeah. I'll be back Wednesday. I've got a Discord kind of set up, so I know funny you've been on there, but if you guys want to jump on there, might be a little easier to communicate as far as upcoming schedule. If I can update you guys that way. I do have a Twitter, but I've like never used it really. So I don't know. I'll try to keep you guys in the loop of any potential changes to schedule. Hopefully nothing does change, but I'll try to keep you guys in the loop. So anyway, I'm gonna go. Y'all have a great Monday. Hopefully this is a good week for everybody. Jake, good luck with your night shift, your very long 12-hour night shift. Have a good nap. Grabo, have fun shopping. Everybody else, I hope you have a great Monday, and I'll be back Wednesday. Ciao.